What's up, people? Welcome back. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Today we're going to be talking about a quick little video that I did for a taco restaurant that I work with on a regular basis. The name of the restaurant is called Tacoholics. They're based out of New Jersey. They are looking to expand and franchise, and I'm really excited to grow with this company. And recently they brought in brand new kiosks to the restaurants, and they asked me to do a video for them to show the simplicity of it, the effectiveness, and pretty much just how it works. And generally the video that they wanted was to be equally as simple, effective, and quick. They didn't want anything crazy, so I created a quick little easy video for them, and I'm going to show you guys how I shot and executed it. But before we go into that, let's just have you guys check out the video. Alright, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. I know it was super simple and easy, and it really was super simple and easy, but it was only that because I took a few steps beforehand to ensure that the shoot went smoothly and efficiently. So the first thing to note when I got this project was that I wanted to shoot before or after hours. Something that I typically like to kind of push is to shoot for times where we aren't in the middle of a rush or where it's crazy busy inside the restaurant or whatever, because that could be extremely hectic and it can get out of hand really quick. So I always try to push for before hours and after hours. So minus the fact that shooting without the rush of customers, the other benefit of shooting before and after hours is the ability to kind of adjust the in-store lighting. You could turn off the lights as you want, you could turn them on, you could do whatever you want without affecting the kind of customer experience. And you could bring in your own lighting, you could bring in a bunch of gear without having to worry about people tripping or people falling and getting hurt. So that's my first tip. If you can, book before hours or after hours, especially if it's in a busy restaurant or some sort of business. It'll really save yourself a lot of stress and potential headaches. So for this specific shoot, we really focused primarily on one location and pretty much just one subject, which was the kiosk and the talent, which happened to be my girlfriend for this particular shoot. So considering they wanted something really kind of simple, I had to get a little creative on how I shot this and how I edited it, because to be honest, it could get really boring really quickly, especially if it's just a stagnant object and you're just shooting it and that's it. So I had to get creative with it while also maintaining the idea of keeping it simple and clean. So looking at this video, the first thing that a lot of people sometimes forget is an intro. And to be honest, for this shoot, I almost forgot this intro, but luckily I had my girlfriend here who kind of reminded me, and she said, "Hey, you want me to walk in the store?" I was like, "Yeah, that actually sounds right." So the first shot is super simple. It's just a tilt down from the logo, revealing the entranceway and showing my girlfriend walk in the door, just revealing where we are in the location, showing the viewers what we're doing, and she's walking into store, so that's going to cue the next frame. So for the shots in the sequence where she is ordering through the kiosk, I had to plan this kind of ahead of time because I wanted to make sure that in editing I had a seamless transitions between the wides and the close-ups. So I planned ahead of time and said that I wanted this wide shot and I wanted at least 2 or 3 close-ups of different angles. So I talked to my girlfriend beforehand and I said, "Hey, just order the same thing, the same toppings, the same sides, extras, drinks. Do the exact same thing for each individual shot, so when I am in editing, I could just layer everything on top of each other and just cut away." So the reason why I did this was because I could have just randomly cut in between a scene here and a scene there, and I wanted to make sure that I kept things in order, just to show the actual process of using the kiosks. So the next thing you'll notice is the simplicity of the camera movement. About 90% of this video is pretty much just still on a pair of sticks. And that's due to the nature of just the simple video that they wanted. So having a still frame really allows the viewer to focus in on the subject without the distraction of having any sort of movement or jitter. So naturally, my style of shooting is very handheld. I love that look. So I did incorporate a little bit of handheld shots in the scenes. The reason why I had those handhelds, even though I didn't use them primarily in the edit as much, is because I wanted that variation. I wanted the ability to add those shots just in case I wanted to spice up the edit a little bit more. So the next thing you're gonna notice is just the simplicity of the lighting here. So going back to the fact that I went before hours, I had the ability to kind of just shut most of the lights off in store. And a lot of those lights are the overhead kind of ugly, not very pretty lights. So I shut most of those off, keeping only a few on just to keep the ambient light up in the restaurant. And the only light that I added was a backlight. So if I were to add a light in front of the kiosk that was already illuminated, I was afraid that it might overexpose the image or create some sort of weird shadowing or maybe just appear in frame. So the only thing I did was really just backlight it, and I found that to be really useful and beneficial, and it also created that kind of cinematic element that I was looking for. Keeping in mind that they wanted this very simple, I wanted to still make it feel a little bit more cinematic and a little bit more higher end. So by creating that backlight and just creating some interest, it really does help sell that cinematic look and cinematic feel. So one of the goals of this video was that Tacoholics wanted to show the viewers that these kiosks are very easy to use, they're very fast and very efficient. And I felt that my editing style needed to match that message pretty much exactly. Now, if I were to edit very slow and dragged out clips and made the video 2 minutes long, I don't really know what kind of message that would have done, because it would have made the viewer seem like this whole thing is just a dragging experience. Whereas creating a 20-30 second ad with a couple quick cuts here and there, but also showing the process in the meantime and it makes sense, I really do believe it allows the viewer to kind of get that experience and show that, okay, you just click a couple buttons here and there, you put your order, you're done, you get your receipt, pick it up, and you leave. It's very quick and it's very simple, it's painless. And especially in times like this with COVID, you don't have to talk to anyone, you don't have to really do anything, you just touch a couple buttons, grab your food, and you walk out. So that was something that I really put forth into kind of my mindset into editing, was how can I relay the message of quick efficiency, easy, and fast into the editing and the final edit. So that's how I created this little social media spot for the brand Tacoholics. Now, I know this wasn't the most glamorous or exciting, fun shoot in the world, but majority of the time, a lot of the jobs that I get aren't the most creative, fulfilling, or exciting. A lot of the times, these are jobs that help me pay my bills and help me move forward in my creative kind of endeavors. And so these are the type of projects that kind of allow me to do those passion projects. These are the ones that pay my bills. These are the ones that I can build relationships with, because Tacoholics, they want to franchise, they want to grow across the country, and being able to grow with this company and grow with this business also allows me to grow my business as well. So even though it might not be the most exciting, use that opportunity to practice things that you've been working on, or try a couple new techniques here and there, but there's always something that you can learn on a shoot, always something that you can keep practicing. So don't take any shoot for granted, even if it's not the most fun or exciting. Do your best, as always, because you never know what can come from that particular shoot or what can come from that relationship. So before I end this video, I want to try something new. I received a DM from someone saying that they wanted to see me color grade their own clips. And I thought, okay, that'd be a kind of cool idea. Why not? So if you guys feel like you want to, you don't have to, but we'll see what it does. DM me on Instagram, share a clip with me that you guys shot. Maybe I'll create a video of me just color grading your guys' clips. And yeah. It'll be a good time. So that's it for today's video. As always, I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Thank you so much for helping grow this channel and grow this community. I really appreciate it. We're almost at 1,000 now, which is pretty insane. I never really would have thought that. So thank you guys. Until next time, have a great day. Peace.